Hi there, it's Don with Go Mobile, and today I'm going to go over Google's URL shortener and QR code generator. So why would you want to shorten a URL? Well, it depends what you're going to be doing with it, first of all. Sometimes people are doing email campaigns, for example, and you want to send them a link to something on your page. And instead of sending a big link like this one here, you can see it's several characters long. Aesthetically, it's not that pleasing to look at, and people are sometimes apprehensive about clicking great big links. So you could shorten that. Also, if you're doing text messaging campaigns, so you have a limited amount of characters when you are sending out a message. In Canada, it's 136 characters, so this is going to eat up most of your character space. So it's a benefit to have a shortener because it takes up less characters and you can get more of your marketing message in there. So what we have here, Google has a tool. Again, it's at goo.gl, and as you can see, it's their URL shortener. And all you do is you just kind of take your URL, go over to the site and paste it in there, and you just click shorten. And as you can see, instantly this pops up, and it shows you where it's going to link to as well. And there's a preview down below. You can see the web page that I had. Not very clear, but clear enough that you captured your whole URL. And over here it starts tracking. So it's got the long URL and the one that I cut and pasted, and the short URL as well, and the number of clicks. So that's why this is beneficial too, because when they click on that shortened URL, it starts doing a count for you. So that's useful. You can get some edits from that. Here, if we click details, for example, again, has the long URL, and also has a QR code that is automatically generated for you, and there's a link for the QR code as well. And it has some traffic sources down here, so countries, browsers, platforms it uses. There's obviously no data here because I haven't used it, but what I will do is I'll just take my phone and just quickly scan it. That was the sound of it scanning, and I'll see if it works. And lo and behold, it's pulling up the article from my site. So if we refresh this, you can see right now that it did increment 1. So I'm in Canada, Safari browser on my iPhone, and it's an iPhone, so you can see that works instantly. If you want to do something a little more with the QR code, you can do some little edits on the page. Like you can actually cut this, if I can actually select it. Okay, you can do that, and you can pop that into a browser, and that'll go. And there's your QR code, and there's some parameters up here. It says 150. You could edit those and play with that, but there's actually a better tool if you want to modify your QR code. This site here, the URL shortener, it actually pulls this site here. It actually, the URL shortener site actually pulls the QR code data from the chart tool. Okay, so that's another interesting site that Google has. And what you can do, if you can scroll down, click Show Full Gallery, and again you can just keep scrolling down until you see QR code, and there you have it there. And here you have an editor. So the chart type has QR code. The text, well, that's not the text I'm going to be using. Again, I'll go back to here, to my article. I'll copy that, go back to chart tool, and I'm going to paste that in there. And I'll click off, and as you can see, that QR code modified. It looks different now. So we can also play with the sizes, the fill, additional styles. So if I wanted it bigger, I'll say 300 by 300. So it does that as well. So then you could just right click on here, save image if you wanted to, or here there's some code if you wanted to embed it in a website or paste link in an email or instant message. You can do that as well. So there's some other tools here. You can play with the background if you wanted color. If it was gray, maybe you wanted it blue just to make it stand out a little bit. A little nicer looking. Play with the margins. And that should be it. Let me just test this one just to make sure. I'm sure it will work, but since we're on the subject here. And it's asking me to go online and getting redirected to the article, so that's good. We're going to go back to our details. I don't think it would have added that again, but we'll see. Yeah. So it doesn't count it twice, but I did scan it. But that is also a different QR code as well. So that's the thing here. The difference here is there's no tracking associated with that. So here, this will just direct you right to your URL. Whereas if you use the shortener, it actually does tracking for you through the QR code, because the Google's shortened URL gets linked to the QR code. So that's how we're able to track it. And it does a redirect, but that's fine, because again, it'll give us some feedback on who's looking at it and where and how many clicks there is. So anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, again, I'm Don with Go Mobile, and hope you found that useful. Thanks. Bye.